Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to another episode of Edessa the Dark Crusade Season 2. In tonight's episode, we once again return to the quote unquote Ravnos tea shop. Um, I'm not exactly sure exactly which district it's in. I know it's a place we all can go. So that is where the scene will take place. Um, Aldrich has spent a bit of time there. He's got a small notebook. Um, it's actually more of a sketchbook, I suppose, but he's writing in it, and and he has tea just in a nice secluded corner.
Yeah, Irene has visited this little tea shop only once. Um, and the experience was mixed for her. She has mixed feelings about it, but she is curious enough to go and visit this place again. Maybe, see if someone familiar is around, maybe see if she can actually meet with this Ravnos Primogen again, because no matter what, that woman was very intriguing. Um, so she will, I mean, she of course has traveled from Timiran to Edessa. She has been told by her sire to get more guards than usual, although most of them she just simply left, like giving them some coins and go and drink somewhere in the city, agreeing on some sort of a time to rendezvous again for the return. So she's taken two of them along um, to go and just go through the city and visit this. It's not yet a very familiar place to her. So she enters, looks around, studies the crowd, not too busy, probably tonight, and she'll actually in that corner she will spot Aldrich twice. Um, she's not too sure to go over there as well, him being an ancilla and her being just a little fledgling. So she stands there, looking at him, seeing if he would notice her and would be willing to have a conversation with her, or if he just kind of looks dismissive and sends her off. I mean, she's not like standing in front of him or anything yet.
No, he's while he's while he's writing, he in his periphery, um, he'll see someone come in, and when he sees that shape hasn't moved too terribly much, um, when he motions to take a sip of his tea, he'll he'll look up with a pretty blank expression for a moment, and then offer a the tiniest of smiles, and just a gesture to like come hither without saying anything.
Yeah, her smile kind of increases. She had a polite smile on her face as usual, but as he as Aldrich kind of motions towards her, her smile definitely broadens and a little relieved, which is probably visible on her face. She will step towards him, um, go over to his table, and curtsies.
He'll
Lord
offer
Aldrich.
he'll offer a bow of head. I do recall when we met. Irene, was it?
Yes, my lord.
Would you have tea with me?
It would be an honor.
And he gestures towards the seat across the table.
It's not then until it's not until then that she comes up from her curtsy and sits down.
So, brings you to this side of town.
I I have not been here very often, but the place has a certain allure to it, and I'm intrigued by it. So I figured it wouldn't hurt to come visit again.
Uh, Aldrich points the fluff, the feather of his quill, uh, towards a seating arrangement on the floor, just a bunch of variously colored pillows where they had sat last time. Said, and he says, "I think it's the pillows."
It might very well be the pillows, although it might have been the present company in combination with said pillows. It was remarkable.
Hmm, indeed.
But pray tell, how does the evening find you?
Fine, fine, I suppose. It was such a good evening. Come out for a spell of air.
She she grins a little at the mention of the word spell. She has heard some tales on of the Tremere.
You see what I did there?
Oh yeah. I see. I hope I am not interrupting you in anything important.
Not at all. This is actually poetry.
Poetry, my lord. You hardly see many these knights who try their hands at, well, such a noble art.
Hmm. Um, Certainly no professional, though I've published a few works. In in Constantinople, I may be known as Aldrich the Poet.
Who knows? Who can tell the future? Not I, for sure.
Hmm.
But
What and what about you?
what about me, my lord? Why I'm here?
Yes.
I I came to Edessa for some, well, some shopping on behalf of my sire, although he does not know that I'm doing this shopping on his behalf.
See.
His um, his residence, it is quite beautiful, but I feel it lacks some warmth. So I've been spending the last few nights looking for pillows and fabrics and things like that, just to give it that touch.
Hmm. Should speak to your honor. I've seen her weaving beautiful, beautiful carpets before. I've one of hers myself.
Interesting. We meet a few nights ago, but it was only very short. I was very limited in time, and I had to have a small, well, meeting with my one of my coterie mates.
Good, I hope.
Of course, Lord Ecleos is, well, very graceful and very knowledgeable. I'm very blessed to have him as such a close friend.
Perhaps I'll get to meet him sometime then.
Who knows? I am sure that meeting would be interesting. He is the child of the primogen of Clan Zimitsi.
Very interesting indeed.
He is a very kind gentleman. Very respectful to all.
Not met many of Clan Samishi. If I can say it right.
It sounded right enough.
Yeah. Not met many of Clan Zamisi. But, well, it's kind of holds up his hands, kind of in a way that in a way that just kind of says, "I am who I am."
Yeah, Irene will simply nod. She understands.
How are the La Sombra? Tea sipping noise. Let me see if I can emulate it. Fine. I don't have a cup. I have a water bottle. Let's see if it comes out. That is terrible. That was awful.
That was terrible.
That is a gross sound. I'm so sorry. He doesn't sip like that at all.
He sips. Yeah, more refined, I'm sure.
With that hollow cup sound. I'm like, yeah, 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 yeah. Watchers, fellow role players, never out of a water bottle.
Ay, ay, ay. The as far as I know, my clan is, well, as fortunate as it has always been. But then again, I am but a fledgling.
Well, give it time.
Mm. Time seems to be the only thing that we have plenty of.
And yet, not enough.
Ah, that is something that I cannot comment on yet. I must say it is a pleasure finding you here. I had hoped to be able to talk to you longer than during our previous meetings.
And he just kind of turns his head, um, his faint smile returning as he actually sets his quill down in the inkwell, and just kind of laces his fingers together for a second. He says, "So she just now has his full attention
Oh
because
boy.
because who wants to talk to a Tremere really?"
Fair enough. She seems to be sincere, though.
But he'll nod and retain his itty bitty smile. Excellent. Yes, the last time we spoke was rather brief, indeed.
Yes, I have to apologize for that, but I felt at those current circumstances it would be unwise to defy my sire. And,
Of
well,
course, and what a prestigious style indeed.
indeed, I am very fortunate. As I'm pretty sure, well, I don't know if Elric actually heard the rumors of Irene being adopted.
No,
Interesting. Oh boy.
yes. Could I buy you a cup of tea?
If you could, however, I would not want to insult you by not being able to drink it.
Uh, Out of character, I think we can in this place.
Oh, okay. In that case, you would not have said that.
Oh, it's cool. It's just I think last time we were here, that's what Chris had mentioned. I
Okay.
could be wrong. We could very easily we could avoid that.
I mean, she will agree to it. Worst case scenario, she just has to pump it out of her system like in a few hours or something.
Yeah, and Aldrich will do a one of those floppy hand waves uh, that should be accompanied by a garçon, but he doesn't say anything. He's like over here, but
Yo, waiter.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's good to hear that you and your clan are prosperous.
And how about your clan?
Oh,
If one may be as bold as to ask.
you may. Clan Tremere, as always, prevails.
A
I'm
very diplomatic answer, my lord.
well, diplomatic answer to a diplomatic question.
That is fair. When when I had just arrived in the city a few months ago, I actually had met another member of your clan. I have not seen him, well, after that. It was during the first Elysium I could ever attend.
Hmm. It's not surprising, given what we are. Solitude is a privilege, a comfortable one at that.
A privilege that you, well, like as well.
Indeed, when I need it.
Hmm, I see.
But Edessa is a new place to me. I've enjoyed seeing what small bits I have. Though admittedly, I have enjoyed my solitude quite a bit
Mhm.
since I've come here.
It is a very interesting city indeed, with a very interesting history as far as I am aware of it, and much more to discover.
Mhm. And what interests you the most about Edessa's history?
Well, with a sire such as mine, the recent developments are of interest, but I don't know, I feel something in this neighborhood, maybe not even this city, but there is more, you know, something deeper that we haven't seen yet.
Hmm.
I must be talking nonsense to your ears.
Ha, not at all. There are always whispers and secrets, small things, buried things.
Yes,
Exciting.
intriguing, but, well, they can be scary as well.
Have you seen something frightening?
Indeed, I have, though it's been a few months ago.
Brow quirk.
It is as I said, a few months ago, I was invited to go on a quest to a hidden temple. It was an interesting, but also, I said, I think maybe for someone of my age and experience, a frightful experience. But I came out wiser and with a interest for hidden things.
As it should be.
For one of my clan to desire that which is hidden in shadows. It is fitting, I think.
Indeed. And by that merit, did you find what you were looking for? Whatever it may be.
I was not looking for anything in particular, but those who invited me, I believe they found it. And I found an experience. And well, one led to another, and I find myself here now.
You speak fondly of this experience, like
Mm.
one would a new love.
I can assure you there have been moments that I have cursed the experience. But in the end, it has brought me something that I did not expect. And I can only count my blessings.
Indeed. So, if I may be so bold as to ask, where does your next quest take you? The next adventure into that which is hidden in the shadows.
I am not sure yet. I am intrigued by the quest that we have been given by, well, the the primogen of the Ravnos.
Yes, the girl with the broken wings, blonde hair, and crystalline eyes.
Indeed. It is an interesting Interesting riddle. And I've tried to make
Cheers.
sense of it. Have you been looking?
Not very hard, but yes.
I will not be so rude as to ask to your findings.
Ah, don't mind sharing. Admittedly, I've found nothing. It's very curious indeed. Blonde of hair, crystalline eyes, and broken wings.
It could be a metaphor.
Hmm.
Broken wings could potentially be lost hope, lost love, a dream flown away.
Perhaps she has no arms. And he wiggles his fingers at her.
Could also be a thing.
Whatever the case may be, it certainly is. Let's say fun.
It is an interesting riddle, as said. If you would take it literally, there aren't too many women who would match the description, even if you take out the broken wings. Blonde hair is not something that is very common in these areas.
Indeed. Which would explain further why it may be a metaphor.
Or not. As well. I do not know a lot of Ravnos, but they seem to be loving their mysteries.
Hmm. Should hope to spend more time with the Ravnos.
I would like so, yes. I am very intrigued by some of their abilities that they've shown.
I'd simply love to have another mystery such as this once this one is concluded.
Well, I think there are many mysteries. We just need to look for them.
Hmm. Now that sounds like a fine idea.
Actually, it is one of these mysteries that mm, this might not be the right moment or occasion to talk about it. But my coterie, before we were a coterie, and with some of the other neonates, have been tasked to find out some things, and this investigation has led us to the doorstep of your clan.
And his little smile is not so little anymore. It is simply not there.
As said,
So,
it might not be the right time or occasion, and I do not mean to insult you.
you've not done so yet. We only speak now of more business than fun.
Mm, this is true.
But please, continue. Tea noise. I really want to make the tea noise, but I don't have the means with which to do so.
We only
Ah,
have very cold tea standing here, so
I prefer my tea cold. I'm a heathen.
this is really cold. Well, I was hoping perhaps in return for some payments that could be discussed, that you and yours might be willing to discuss the possibility of, well, maybe a small group of us under your guidance to pass your threshold with only in the intention of solving the riddle that was given to us by the seneschal.
Hmm. What does the seneschal say?
This, well, started a few months ago as well, as there were several domain breaches being reported. The neonates of the city and myself were tasked to investigate and find the perpetrator. And we have the unfortunate suspicion that this perpetrator might be hiding on, well, inside your clan's domain. We would not enter to seek the secrets of the Tremere, simply to find the answer to our quest.
Hmm. Well, such is the case. I shall have a word.
Might I offer you a trivial boon for it? For myself? Simply to pass word. I am I can understand that you and your clan would well require a gift. Perhaps in the form of boons, perhaps in some other form. If you would be willing to discuss a price, I would be much obliged.
Hmm. Yes. I'll have a word with those of my clan. As for payment, I suppose that's something we can discuss at a later time.
Of course, my lord. It already brings me joy that you are willing to, well, discuss the matter.
If the domain is being breached, this is an issue that faces us all. And the Tremere, well, we've proven in more than one circumstance we only wish to exist peacefully.
Isn't that ultimately a wish we all have?
Indeed, though some must prove it more so than others.
This is true. This is true. It is interesting how our search for knowledge or wisdom or enlightenment, how it can become a search for life, for peace. I I must say that the last, well, 2 months for me have been very peaceful and very happy. There have been times when that was different. And I would not wish that on anyone.
Hmm.
And here I sound like I know the hardships of the Canaanite life. She kind of smiles at the silliness of herself.
Having felt the embrace, you understand that which many of us do. Perhaps not to its full extent, but that is a bond we share.
Indeed, in a way that makes all of us part of a big family. Although with different beliefs on each, well, branch of it.
Of course.
Perhaps another riddle that you would be interested in.
Always.
Mm. So you seem to enjoy the riddle that the ravenous primogen gave us.
He and he smiles and even goes so bold as to tuck his lower lip under his teeth. A very silly smile. Very childish smile.
It is not too long after I arrived in the city. I had an interesting experience, a dream, so to say. It is part of the mystery that Edessa now holds for me. A city made out of black stone, obsidian, grand and beautiful. An altar in the middle of it.
Hang on a second. Out of character. Did you say altar or otter? I was like, because this is so Saskia right now.
It is, but no, she said altar.
Okay, okay.
That would be, yeah, no. That would be a definite sign of me trolling you. No. Ever since I saw that image, you asked me earlier what's the allure of Edessa is for me. It is to find that city, to know the meaning of it, as I feel it is tied to Edessa at this point. I don't know how, I don't know why.
It's a fine idea, indeed. A beautiful city, the large altar at its heart. Reminds me of Jerusalem.
Perhaps, but Jerusalem, I am sure, is not built out of obsidian.
No, certainly not.
I can only guess, though. I have never been that far.
Oh, but the altar. Not the altar, I suppose.
I I would have thought it's merely be a dream of a silly girl. But when I went on this quest to this hidden temple, we actually found a sarcophagus out of the same material, obsidian black stone.
Do you perhaps know whose sarcophagus it was?
I am afraid I have no idea.
Hmm.
But a mystery it is.
Perhaps. Out of character. I'm trying really hard to remember a thing. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, I got it. There we go. Perhaps your answers could be found with the assistance of the Cappadocian,
The prince.
the clan. It's a bit
I see.
high, but yes.
I am afraid outside of the prince, I have not had the pleasure of meeting one of them.
Hmm. I've not met one since I've arrived either. Hmm. Perhaps they too enjoy their solitude.
Mm, perhaps they do, but you have made me curious. Why would you point me in their direction?
Well, you found a sarcophagus containing remains, I assume.
I did not see any.
Is that so? I apologize then.
There may have been once, but as said, I did not see any.
Hmm. Perhaps. Perhaps I may not have been wrong.
My lord?
Well, it's no secret the Cappadocian's dealings.
Perhaps you are right. Thank you for your advice.
He offers a polite bow of head. Hope you're fruitful in your endeavor. And perhaps, if the answers you find aren't too precious of a secret, I do enjoy resolving a good mystery.
If it lies within my ability to share them. As a thank you for your advice and for allowing me to sit at your table, I will.
I shall hold you to it. He points comically, like with brows furrowed, even a little bit of a pout. I shall hold you to it.
she'll smile and she'll then rise. I thank you for your time, my lord. I will be on my way, unless of course there is anything I can do for you.
Hmm. I think not. But be well, and I hope to see you again soon. And likewise, he rises from his seat and offers a polite three dots and etiquette bow.
And she will return with a three dots and etiquette curtsy.
Whew, whew, so fancy.
Oh yeah, the one thing my character is good at, etiquette. And she'll then uh, leave the establishment once more, taking her two guards along with her.
Aldrich will sit and sip his tea with a smile. And I believe that that is where we can end our scene.
Yes.
So thank you, player, for playing. And thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another edition of Edessa the Dark Crusade Season 2. See you next
Yeah.
time.